Hello everyone and welcome to the 16th round of the Speed Force Racing GP2 Championship. My name is Chingyabo and alongside me is the Belgian Jeff. Hello Jeff, how are you looking forward to GP2 tonight around Russia?
I'm happy to be here with my lovely with my lovely host Robin. It's Belgian and Dutch again, so. But you said 16. It's round 17, eh? Robin.
Oh, that's my mistake. There are too many races, and next year there's even more, so I will be more confused about that.
I hope that all of the GP2 drivers are listening to the stream, so there is a challenge for me. If Senna wins today, I need to do a showy, so let Senna win, please.
Well, I have to correct you. It's more the Belgian team. That's from Renault, but that's a personal guess, I think.
Yes, one of them, and I will do it.
But let's do the championship first. And SAF1 Nadim is leading the championship by 9 points. He in front of SAF1 Quinten. Senna, who had 2 DNFs in a row, has dropped to third place with 109 points, is 25 points off, and he is 1 point ahead of his teammate X-Gamer. In P5 we have Ebony, who is only 34 points off, and then further down we have Syed, Mike, Cassidy, Tina, Frederick, James TLH rounds off the top 10, and outside the top 10 we have Cobalt, Maggot, Topic, Storm, Chris, Oldboy, Carwin, Rob, Charlie in Japan, Rai and Nick Nax Rock. And in the constructor standings, McLaren has taken over the lead from Renault, which they did last week. Williams is in third, Alfa Romeo is fourth, Mercedes is fifth, Racing Point is sixth, Red Bull found themselves in seventh place, eighth is Scuderia Ferrari, ninth is Alfa Tauri, and in 10th place is the Haas team. And we are now into the qualifying session now, and we have a few who got the qualifying ban. Can you tell us who are having a qualifying ban?
Well, I need to see. I think Senna has one. Maggot have Senna and Maggot have qualibans. And James, I think.
So there are quite a few with a qualifying ban, and I think that Chris has got a race ban of last week's incident with Senna at the Singapore Grand Prix. Did you know what happened between those two?
No, I was working last week, so I didn't see it.
Well, there was Chris and Senna who were battling. Senna made a very hard racing move, and Chris wasn't really happy about that, and turned into Senna to try to take him out. So that's why we have Chris here today. And let's follow X-Gamer as he will do the first lap around the Sochi Autodrome.
Do you like Russia or not?
In the past I really liked the track, but it has become more strict with penalties, and for me personally I'm using a pad and that's more understeery, the corners, especially at the mid sector where Senna is right now. If you look at the mini map, those corners are quite hard, and you get a lot of understeer from the pad. So I will personally say that the wheel is more in a advantage around here.
I see. X-Gamer is the first one to sell a lap.
That's true.
Let's see what he can do.
Well, at least you have to be between the limits, and then you can go a lot far, and you will also see that in the race at the end.
What do you think today? Who's going to get the pole? Because you told me that the SAF1 boys are very fast. So
yeah, in the last two races, they have scored a SAF1 top 3. So they pretty much the guys to look out for. And HKM was, I think, 2 weeks out of the running. So he's back again, and let's see what he can do. I think the last race he drove, he won the race. And that was also from the back. But he says the first time with a 38.8. Not a heavy.
Frederik is behind him, but he was invalid.
Cobalt, that's the fastest time with a 31.2. And James and Senna have retired because of the qualifying ban they have. Same for Maggot. In second place we have now Nick Nax Rock, and I don't really know this guy. Do you know him? Nick Nax Rock in the half, currently in second place.
It's a new one, I think.
Yes, I haven't seen him earlier, so I think he recently joined or drove in the lower categories. So it'll be interesting to see how his pace will be.
Let's see who's the next one to come across the line.
I'm following now the championship leader, Nadine, just started the lap.
And TNR Frederik is again invalid.
Aye. It's not good news.
So let me see who's next to cross the line. It's no, not the house. I think it's Nadim that's the next one, because all the others, I think, already set the lap time, so Nadim is now in sector 3.
Around the final corners, Nadine goes.
Yeah, the purple sector 2, so let's see what he can. I think he will get faster. Wow.
Had a pretty quick lap time, 30.4.
That's fast.
Looking down at the comments in our YouTube stream, Martin says, should be a fun race with a few front runners starting at the back. Do you agree with that, Jeff?
I think yeah. Because I don't know how the tire situation is around here. Is it very bad or very good? So
well,
if you can start on the mediums, I think you're in an advantage.
Well, the tire wear is something you haven't even to think about, because the tire wear is so low around here. I think you can do 12 laps on softs just around here.
Wow. That's a look too. But you told me that the best positions to start on are position 3 and 4.
Yeah,
why is that?
That's true, because if you look at the minimap, you see that the start-finish is really at the place where you're going through the gears, and you have a massive slipstream, and from P3 you have the best chance to win the P1. And from last year's Russian Grand Prix, you saw that Sebastian Vettel started third and was going first at the end of the straight. So these are things you have to think about. And if you start from pole, you're just a toe for all the others.
I see. I think a new name, car winner Rob. Is it also a new driver?
He was last week also scored 1 point. But it didn't happen.
He's the fastest first and second sector, so let's see.
Let's see what the Ferrari driver can do. Last week he had a okay race, but didn't have a good ending. But he validates. That's yeah, that usually happens at Russia. I think Oliver called it penalty city this week, and I personally call it penalty heaven, so it's pretty close between those two.
Yeah.
And I
This
see that.
corner where Cobalt now is coming, we can get an easy invalid over here. If you go too deep, you have an invalid, and if you go too short also, so...
Yeah, personally I don't have much invalidation around it, more in these kind of sections, where Cobalt finds himself now, who just said in the YouTube comments that he's feeling very strong around the track. So I think we can expect something from him today.
Yeah, we see him go faster, so... One
Yeah.
is now 1/10 faster than his previous time. So
Okay. Hopefully he can be close in the qualifying pace with Nadim.
indeed. Let's see, he's coming now to the second sector, where we can see he's purple again. And he's purple again, he's 2/10 faster. But he needs to find 8/10 to break Nadim's pole.
If he can get into the 30s here, he'll do it alright. Let's see how his last sector is gonna be.
He's coming now, Cobalt
30.6.
It's faster.
A little 3/10 off and further goes to third with 30.7.
So Williams 1 and 3 for the moment. X-Gamer is coming.
He also had a more competitive lap time than his previous run and goes to 4th. With just into the 30s.
Let's see, Quinten is next, I think, but Pitt is in the medium, I see.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
could be very interesting.
Yes, indeed. Maybe he is going for the opposite strategy, which could play into his hands at the end of the race. And it looks like he's going for a second run, because he is on his second flyer with hot lap mode on. So we can stick with him for the rest of the lap.
Let's see, I see a little train in sector 2.
That's for drivers going out of the way, and I think under the way to go into the pits. Quinten is 3/10 up on his time. Theoretically that won't gain him any positions.
No, but he's on the medium, so if we can start in the top 10 on the mediums, that is very nice of him.
Yeah, I think he will, because there are 3 retirements already, and I think he will be quick enough to qualify himself into the top 10 with a compound harder. Both with a 32.0, that's not a precision move, but good enough for 7th place.
Oh, there are a lot of SAF1s, guys.
Yeah,
SAF.
the SAF1 Rai guy I don't know, but the others I know. But the Rai is something new.
But they're very good, so I think in GP3 there are also 3 and 4.
Yeah, we have 2 top 3s, and it's coming more and more the last few weeks, I reckon. And here goes 6, 31.4, just about slower than GT Storm, was going for another run, but invalidates. And he was improving by 3/10.
Car winner up as the second purple sector, so... But he didn't set a lap time earlier, so let's see if we can set a lap time now.
I thought I saw some spots of rain, but I think that's maybe a thing I thought.
Car winner up is coming.
4th.
Before.
Good job from Rob.
Who's next? Nadim is going faster.
He wants to make sure he has the pole for today.
And
30.2. I think he will get pole today.
Maybe.
It's now Philip Cassidy, as he's the only one on a lap currently. Cassidy goes to P6. And just ahead of his teammate, like the racing point has been for pretty much the whole season, pretty close to each other in almost 3 tenths. That's pretty normal between teammates.
Do you think anyone can take the pole away from Nadim now?
I think Nadim has got the pole, or all the other drivers must have found something. But the qualifying Prix from Nadim seems to be quite incredible.
Yeah, he's very quick, so that's what we like in drivers. So.
Cobalt has said in the YouTube comments that he hopes that he can keep P2. There are more challenging drivers for P2 than P1, I believe. I think you can agree with that one if you look at the times.
Let's see. I think Cobalt will challenge him for pole. I think Cobalt can go for a 130, 205, maybe.
We'll have a look shortly. And Quinten has gone out on the soft as he's been knocked out of the top 10 on mediums. So nobody will start in the top 10 on the softs.
Let's see, who is in a fast lap now? X is in an out lap. Knickknack's what? She started the lap. Should he be a fan of Knickknacks? Robin?
Can you say that again, please?
I said, I think he's a fan of Knickknacks. You know what I meant?
Not really, but I think others can understand the
Yes, little biscuits with and we call them Knickknacks, so maybe he has his name from Knickknacks and he likes them, so that's why his name is Knickknacks Rock.
Still don't get it, but let's see what the Knickknacks Rock is gonna do.
I will send you a picture later.
Yeah, will do. Let's see what the second sector from Knickknacks is gonna be. If he can find 3 tenths, he could be in for a very good grip position. He's 4 tenths though, that's just even better.
It's 4 tenths faster.
So let's see if he maybe can challenge for P6. I think 30 will maybe a bit too much to ask. But they're all GP2 drivers, so they're unpredictable in the system. So let's see what Knickknack's gonna do. Around final corner he goes. Oh, almost into the 30s, but gets into P6. Good job from Knickknack. And let's now follow Quinten. He is 3 tenths up on the first sector. He's now almost 7 tenths up.
What I meant.
Yeah, I saw it. Let's see what Quinten can do. Now running on the soft, so he will be flying through the table on the left screen. The Racing Pod of Storm will be the last driver to finish a lap, as the time is running out. Quinten goes to third, almost off Cobalt.
And Cobalt is on a lap as well.
Let's follow now XKM, who has a purple sector 2. He's 4.5 tenths up.
Yes, that's it.
Let's see what XKM can do in the banana car.
Here he comes. Oh!
P2! That's a good lap. He was really attacking those last 2 corners and it paid off really well for him.
Next one is a Ferrari.
That's
Search.
third. Goes into the top 10 on P9.
Then it's car winner up.
Who is really on the limit on his delta. So let's see what he gonna do. Up to P6.
Oh, Cobalt is not setting a faster lap.
Oh, no, he backed out of that one.
And Tina Frederick is invalid, so...
Would have been a 30.6, we'll put him P3 by 2000. That's fellow Rye, the only Mercedes who was left. It's the second double this time. Goes up to P3!
That's nice.
Yes indeed, and are there others on a lap? I don't think there will be, so we have SAF1 Nadim on pole position in front of X-Gamer. And SAF1 Rye on his debut in GP2.
Yeah. Cobalt on 4, Quintin on 5, Frederick 6, Carwin Rob 7, TTG Storm 8, Nick Knox 9, Search 10, Cassidy 11, and then Mackett, James and Senna, they all have a qualibon, so... Do you think one of the back runners can go to the front?
Yes, Mackett has shown since Italy that he has gone very promising pace with a win, quite a dominant win in Italy, and quite a good race at Singapore where he got screwed over by the safety car. And yeah, Senna didn't have the good races in the last weeks, but every race is different. So let's see what he can do. And everyone who follows the Speed Force racing just wants to see our co-commentator doing a shoey. But let's see about that.
Oh, I hope I can do one, so... Are you going to join me if they win?
Well, I'm not Belgian.
So maybe tomorrow then, when one of the Dutch guys win.
Oh, I think I will be drunk with Oliver tomorrow, so...
You can do it in the party, when you do the stream.
Don't think he wants to any more lesbian comments I made last time out.
It's no problem, you can do it.
So it's a pretty sunny day in Sochi, so we won't see any rain. And I think you don't want any rain around here as the grip is quite low around here. It's easy to lose the car on traction if you use no traction control.
Eight seconds and they start the formation lap.
Formation lap have started, and let's see what the drivers outside the top 10 will choose. Senna is the only one on the medium, so he will be out of sync for this race.
That could be an advantage for him.
Now depends on which track it really works.
He starts very late. No one is on and he is need to catch up.
Needs the Belgian engine to go running. So in the formation lab is always time for predictions, so I want to hear your top 3 predictions. I think it will be Senna on 1, but let's go.
Yeah. I would say indeed, yes, Senna 1, X-Gamer on 2, Sausage 1, 2. And I think Cobalt is going to be 3.
And what about our pole setup?
I think he's fast, but I think the runners was good enough. And the runner.
Interesting to know.
Do you think?
Well, it's an easy bet to say you have a SAF1 top 3. But yeah, we have 3 SAF1 drivers in the top 5, and that's quite a lot. And we have Quinten though is this season quite consistent, I think. And with that SAF1 dry guy, you don't really know how his race pace is gonna be, but I think it will be well. So it will be interesting to see how he and Knickknack's Rock will gonna be, and maybe Carl and Rock can show some promising pace.
Maybe the new guy, Rai, will show something.
Yeah, that's what I originally said. And he's starting from P3. That's what I said early in our comms chat. That could be a very good position to be in.
Now we see the predicted slip strategy, so you can go 11 laps, between 11 and 16 on soft, and then you're going to medium or hard. But Senna is now on medium. Can he go over 20 laps on the mediums and then go for softs?
I think you'll go to round 16 then pit. So the 5 lights are coming on now, and they are out for the Russian Grand Prix, where actually already sticks in the slipstream, and look at Rai, it's 3 abreast going through the actual first turn. Will there be any collisions? The Red Bull was going off the track. Senna takes the escape road. And Rai goes up to 2nd place, overtaking X-Gamer. Macker goes up to P11 and Cassidy dropped a few positions. Dropped to P13. It's pretty busy here at the moment there, and oh, the cobalt is off, almost hit to the wall, but luckily he saved it. Thank God.
Did he touch someone or not? Or was it,
I just caught him when he was going around, but luckily he just was off the wall, but lost a lot of positions. The action is at the back with James and Senna moving both up a place. Oh, Naked DK James a touch. As expected, now the timetable is going to be up and down. So let's wait a lap, then it will be fixed. Oh, there's a collision, I think, between Rock and Maggot, I think. Yeah. That's pretty incredible. And we looked at from the back of Knickknack. So Senna has very cool, and as Maggot comes back at him. He's still side by side. Hopefully this won't end in the clears. He's back in P11. DRS has been enabled, it says. But it can't be as it's lap 2.
And I see that Nadim is pulling away a little bit from Rai.
Yes, he is already 1.5 seconds off, and DRS is pretty much everything around there. So if you can get out of the DRS, you'll be fine. He's at the fastest lap as expected. shows Frederick that he is there. Frederick will know it now, and James has split the Ferraris now, but Sirius won't give up on that one. Goes to the inside of turn 4. Not really an overtaking spot there, but James holds it. And James will be in P8 right now. And I'll say almost 2-second gap to Rob. Yeah, he has to look more behind him than he has to wish in front of him. Luckily, I think he had DRS on right, so that helped him a little bit. I'm looking at Senna and Cassidy who side by side battle. Cassidy bounce. Whoa, next. Yes, it's more a race tire. So does he want to go around the outside? We'll turn to the inside. Let's see if he can get it. Almost touching the side pod. But this game still stays ahead. As also Rob is showing Stormies in the mirror, so there's quite a big train behind X-Gamer for P3. And Maggot is already right in the back of Shea, so it seems like Shea doesn't really have the pace to keep up with the front runners. Doesn't have a good exit. And here comes Maggot, let's go on board with him. And overtakes him quite easily, up to P9 here. He will be launching an attack on him.
And now with DRS behind, it's in with DRS.
Here he comes. Storm is a little... Storm is a little bit losing pace to the guys in front, I think. As Nick and Sirius are battling. So Sirius drops out of the points.
And he fight back.
I think it's clear that the SAF1 top 2 at the moment has really got the pace to run away with the group we're watching now.
They're very fast. I think Quentin is going to make a small mistake. Now he's going very fast. The inside of Frederick.
And he passed him. And
Calvin erop. It's past. Oh no. Thomas fighting back.
And look at Mackett, he has got some decent pace already, right behind James.
I think Mackett is very fast.
Well, I can say to you, he is pretty quick. Got the purple sector one time on lap 6. That shows how good the tires still are.
Did you race with him before?
No, only saw him. And it's quite a big train from P3. It looks like a Midfield battle from real life, but I think Quinton will make a move shortly. We'll make it a... Indeed, in Dutch we will say, you will take the words out of my mouth. And Quinton... It could be anything. Storm is diving into the pits, that's quite early. Let's see how his strategy is gonna work. XK tries to break the slipstream. Here he comes. Oh, XK breaks late. Frederick gets a 3-second time penalty and will straightly for the hook make a move on Quinton.
And Search ligt naar Smoking Cassidy. Oh! Watch out, guys. And move on as possible.
Here comes Sherry on Nick now, I think. No, he backs out of that one. And just take a look at the cat with X game already half to second place. That's quite big for 7 laps. Oh, James! I saw him going off. And Mackett says, thank you very much, I'll take P7 from you. But he's out of a second of Rob, so he has to push a bit.
And now let's see, going to pass.
Let's move on board with the South African, the championship contender.
It's too far, I think.
Only just he is. And he also hasn't got much ERS, so that's also a thing. Which you have to manage around here.
And battle with Midnight Squad, Sturge Cobalt, Cassidy, Sana. It's very nice. You have a lot of battles playing today.
Yeah, it's much more enjoyable than it was last week. So we have a lot to watch out in this race. Frederick looks very tasty. Also can be the same set of Rob. That's going to be quite a big party, and let's see what Storm's undercut is going to be. Sana and Cassidy seems to have a battle. Cassidy stays in front for now, but the mediums will come into play. Let's go back again for the battle for third. And Quinton has now got a run and is going to challenge XKM for P3. They're both braking late. Oh! The touch, and XKM has to take the escape road, and Frederick wants to take an opportunity from this. Goes up to P4.
But now Mackett is on the inside of.
Let's track a little bit. but Rob stays in front.
Now Frederick is pushing Xavier.
Xavier has the pace of a truck, really. So I think Quentin goes down the inside. No, he has a look only. But I think Rob has I think Rob can show something.
Oh no, Mackett's going to take 2. Mackett, oh.
Yeah, he couldn't go anywhere really.
But if there was space, now oh, let's see, is anyone coming in now?
Yeah, no, yes. And Rob. So it will now be interesting to see where they will come out against Storm. They will pick up the medium tire, that's for sure. This is easy soft medium strategy.
Now Quentin Mackett. Is now next to Stina Frederick. Oh.
Quentin back to third.
Frederick, oh! Quentin almost lost it.
Whoa! Oh, Mackinnon! Quentin made touch! Oh my word! Oh, amazing racing here in Russia. It's far more exciting than the real Russian Grand Prix.
But and Mackett guy, he can race.
And Storm is in front of XKM and Rob, so he's in an effective P3.
Oh. And Cobalt went to the pit as well.
Oh, okay, but he...
For Storm, this was a very good pit stop.
Yes, and he pitted also 2 laps earlier, so that undercut has been really made work. But I think we will see these drivers going into the pit, and I think also...
Cassidy is going out of search.
That's pretty bold if you ask me. Frederick is. Same as Quentin. Mackett stays out.
And Nadim and Ryan also stays out.
Yeah, but we don't really watch them really, as they are out in front, and the entertainment is more behind them.
Let's see, are they coming out before Tom and X game? That's Tom and X game.
Yeah, it will be quite interesting to see. They'll come up behind.
And X game is passed them. I think. No?
Well, it's close between Rob and Frederick. Rob has overtaken them, so the undercut is pretty powerful around here. It's just be quicker if you're in a group, and you can really benefit from it.
And I think Senna's going to the virtual lead if the first 4 are going to lead. But
yeah, but
it's for the one is first there. Storm has passed X game, and Frederick and Quentin in the undercut.
And he will pass Mackett, who is also in that battle.
Yeah, let's see now in a team. Oh,
Rob is out!
Is it the safety car?
I think it will. Virgil.
Oh, Virgil.
Only Virgil. Oh, and it's quite a big one he had.
So that should be a safety car.
So, Nadim, Rai, Mackett, James will now pit, and if Senna was on soft, he would really have benefited from it, but he isn't.
Yeah, but if he comes in now for softs, is
That's-
it a little bit too early?
That's pretty bold, but yeah. Senna stays out, and
He's coming out now. Just behind Senna. Just before Senna is coming out.
yes. So
And Mackett is before.
whoa, Senna goes around the side to take the lead.
Storm past Mackett. No, Mackett won them all in the pit because of the virtual safety car.
Yeah, and it's quite a big gap, so he jumped
Oh,
on
Senna
all.
passed on him.
Yes, around the side he did. but that won't be for too long.
I hope now for Senna there will be a safety car.
I don't. Well.
No, I need to be. But look at them. I is also coming closer to the team. So.
Yes, that's really helping him. Here they go. Knowing Senna, he will make his run as wide as possible. And he sticks his nose in. Oh, that goes right! Oh, dangerous to win that, right?
Can Senna now come back with the ass?
No, it will be difficult on all the tires.
Yeah, but yes. These tires are pretty soft now, so. Eyes behind him.
Senna won't get DRS, so it will be an easy pass for Rye. And up to P2 he goes.
Can Rye now go and attack the team?
All he needs to do is stay in a second, then he'll have a good chance. We go to P10, and where Cobblet and Nicknack are having a battle for the only point.
There's a little bit of a lead between Storm and X-Gamer.
X-Gamer and Storm are having a battle. Oh! X-Gamer pushes Storm off the track. But X-Gamer is back in P5.
And Raj is coming within 4/10 of the team.
He's getting closer, Will he make a move?
Yes.
Oh! Oh, Nadim locks up, he's really under pressure now.
Indeed.
So we'll stay with this battle till the end of Sector 1 maybe. Will Wright take the lead in his first race in the Speed Force Racing League? Has the distance to do it.
It's coming now very fast. Inside, outside.
Oh, Nadim defends. Well, he does it around the outside, and he does it. But Nadim will go back, I think. But has to stick behind. So we have a new race. We have a new race leader in SAF1 Rye.
Is coming closer to Senna. He's pushing very hard now.
Yeah, but Beckett can pretty much only race to the finish line and take P3. Unless he has something that... Yeah, Virgil, the situation he's in isn't really promising for him, as Nadim, his championship rival, is in P2, as James really was attacking those curbs.
And Nadim is coming back to Rye.
Well, stays behind for now.
I think on the street he's going to make his next move. Let's see. Shall I stay here as well?
Yeah, I think he will be in the next lap.
Nadim is too far.
There won't be a move made here. So let's go for the battle for P5. Oh, James got a second time penalty. That's not going to help him. As Cassidy got up to P10.
If the front runners do they have a penalty?
I don't.
Doesn't have a Nadim doesn't. Mecha doesn't. Xavier doesn't.
Nick now goes to the inside of turn 10 and takes back P10 from Cassidy. And Cobalt is now going to P11. But he hasn't made the move stick, so Cassidy is still on his left hand side. Tries to go around the other side. Goes a bit off tack. And now to give up, so Cassidy lost 2 positions in one sector. Here goes Cassidy. Oh, he's touching the gearbox of Cobalt. Senna's in the pits. We will follow this battle where he'll probably come out. That will be for the one and only point. Senna has been served, so let's see where he'll come out. The only driver to be on a soft tire, so presumably he will be flying. He will drop to last place, but let's see. Yep, and I think his goal will be P10.
And Nadim is sticking close to.
Yes.
We also have a 1, 2, 3 now from SIF1.
Yes. They're pretty much the pretty much the team to beat. You can pretty much call them.
They have some good drivers in GP2 as well with Troyep and Zander, and then I think the G-Man as well. Who won yesterday? Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch GP2 yesterday, but I heard that the qualifying time there was faster than today.
Oh! And Storm is on the inside of X-Game. Oh, X-Game will go wide.
Quentin is in quite a wide line, and he has made up 3 positions.
I think Senna can get P9.
That's quite a bit much to ask. Quentin did not look good. Oh, Frederick almost got pushed into the wall there. I think it will almost.
Oh, Cobalt! And Senna is past Surge.
Oh, already made move in lead. Quentin goes backwards, and Quentin also pick up damage.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, a big part of his front wing has been lost.
Oh no.
So that's that's so worse for his championship aspirations.
Yes.
And I think there will be a lively enjoyment in the cockpit of that Williams car there in P2.
Indeed. And Senna is passing Cassidy at the outside.
Whoa!
Oh, man, what a battle! And now he's passing Cobalt.
Up to P10 he now goes. Oh my God, Cobalt sticks his nose in around the corner. James goes now to P6.
Oh, so Quentin is now in the pit, so Senna's coming and he's passing the next one.
And have to know
this. 3 seconds for high. So
right, Senna goes out wide. Oh, contact! But will Senna hold it? Oh, Nick rocks. Tires have been touched. And Senna's up to P8 and let's see by how much he can close the gap. Ryan Nadima having a ding, but Ryan got the push wide, I think.
He did, but Ryan also has 3 seconds penalty, so...
And is Nadim far from a warning?
I think Nadim has two warnings, I think, wait.
Well, then you're quite close to a penalty.
Yes, he has 2 warnings.
So, I think it could be an equal game if Nadim gets a penalty. Here comes James on Storm. James has some really good pace on the mediums and goes up to P5 but locks up. Storm will go to the inside of turn 3. But James will have the inside for turn 4. Close racing between those two. But James goes out wide and that's where an invitational for Storm.
Frederick is also coming. And now X-Gamer has a little gap between them, so maybe we can pull away from that.
Yes, but he hasn't really got the pace to run away from those. That has been the story for pretty much the whole race.
Senna just won a second on Tina Frederick.
Yeah, but
if he can push, he has 8 per lap, so...
He needs to gain 13 seconds per lap to be involved in this battle. Yeah. Or X-Gamer has to go ridiculously slow to let him catch up. Oh, James is going off. Look,
Cassidy is coming for the next work.
Outside, it will be. And I said, oh, he straight turns to the inside to not let Nick Knapp come back at him. So that's a pretty smart move from Cassidy. Oh, Nick Knapp, oh my god, they're going so much off track.
I'm just seeing the penalties and I see that James has 1 penalty, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my
5.
god! Oh, this is ridiculous from Nick Knapp. They almost took out Cassidy, and it almost looked like they will take them out deliberately. And Cassidy is losing everything. He's slowing off, and yeah.
I just looked at the penalties from P5 and P6, and I think P5 has over 10 seconds penalties, and P6 has over 6 seconds penalties, so...
Oh, that's quite big, and how much has Frederick?
Yeah. Oh, Rai is coming back close now. And he passed Nadim.
Around the outside.
But Rai need to create a gap of 3 seconds.
Or he has to push and Nadim tries to call Nadim rip him and Nadim will get a penalty. Or if a battle pushing him wide or something. But
so for the moment, James will lose the penalties now. He will fall to P8.
And Nick Knapp is fighting for his life today. And Rai gets a second penalty. That's game over. No. That's pretty much game over. And Cobalt goes for the cutback. Or the switchback, I would say. tries to go around the outside. That isn't going to work around here. Especially. Oh my! There's a big touch! And the Haas is into the wall. Oh! What the?
What? A safety car! Safety car!
Yeah, I saw that Cassidy was deliberately brake checking Knick-Knack.
Oh, and look at that. Nadim didn't get to the pit.
Oh!
And Mike Rai is in the pit. Market as well. So this can be very interesting now. But the move that Knick-Knack did, why did he do that?
Yeah. James is also staying out.
Senna's staying out because he's on soft. So maybe he can win a place.
No, he wins the fuel. But he is on all the... But he has all the softs, remember that. He'll come out on P5, just in front of Maggot actually.
Yeah, but Rai is on soft before and then the three others are on medium, so...
It stays out.
And James has penalties, Frederick has a penalty, so... Yeah, let's see.
I think Cassidy will get a big penalty after the race. And they're all going now to the soft tire. I think Nadim, James and also Frederick was staying out of me, so the Williams team are playing a gamble here.
Yeah.
And as the GP2 rules always said, there's a safety car at the end of the race.
It always is.
And it will also be for next week. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, next week there is a lovely circuit in Japan.
Yes, indeed. And as we now have a safety car, it can be good to take a look at the penalties for pretty much everyone.
Let me see. James has 1 penalty, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties. But I think he served some in the pit. I see for Frederick an invalid lap time. So I don't know if that's a penalty or not. Rai has 2 penalties. Senna doesn't have a penalty. Mackett doesn't have a penalty. Search doesn't have one. X-Gamer doesn't. Storm has 3 penalties. Cobalt 1 and 3 warnings. Quentin 1 penalty. Knick-Knack has 2 1 penalty, 2 invalid lap times, another penalty. Cassidy has 2 penalties, 3 penalties. And then Rob, who is already out, also had 2 penalties. So there are a lot of people with penalties.
Yes, and I think James and I think it's Frederick will get... no, it's Rai. The Mercedes team won't have a lot of points at the end of the race if it stays like this. And the team only has to hold off the soft runners.
Indeed. But if Nadim, let me look. Does Nadim have warnings? Nadim has 2 warnings, so if he takes up a penalty, it could be a lot different.
Indeed. The safety car will probably be in this lap, so we'll have 5 laps of racing. And that can be enough for a lot of madness.
Let's see, when is Nadim going to start? Yes, safety car in this lap. Is Nadim going to start very early or very late? Last week, Robin, I saw a guy, and it was a safety car in Belgium, and he started at the beginning when they say safe guy in this lap. He goes so slow that he has almost to do the third sector, and then he goes full gas, and it was 2 seconds up.
Okay.
James is also. Oh my god! Look at James. And Nadim is starting. Cassidy 5-second penalties. Collision with Midnax.
That's the second 5 second he has. Oh, look at Rye. At the back of Frederick.
Over 3 seconds.
Oh, there goes Rye to the inside of Frederick. Up to P3 he goes.
And Mackett is at the back of Senna.
On a fresher soft than he is. Up to the inside he goes. But Senna, we kept him around the outside, but Mackett will have the inside now. And gets P5, but gets a time penalty.
Extra short set a penalty. And Rai is already in P2. Rai is pushing very hard. Storm have a penalty.
I think he'll drop out of the points.
And Rai, oh!
Already going to trying to take the lead, but he will get already now.
Mackett is now passing Tiana Frederick.
But Rai is taking the lead from the Russian Grand Prix. But has to make a gap of 6 seconds.
Indeed, yes.
So the race is far from over yet in terms of a race winner. Here comes Mackett on James.
Senna is coming for Tiana Frederick.
Whoa, Mackett does a dummy move.
And Senna.
Whoa.
Whoa. Watch out, the 3 rider because X Gamer is also coming.
Oh my god.
Senna
gets a 3 second time penalty, yeah. Mackett goes into
look at them, look at them.
3 wide! Oh my god, Storm, you're crazy as fuck! Oh!
Wow!
Luckily he ghosted. Luckily.
Did Storm penetrate someone?
Yeah, he was going to the inside like a madman on Senna, I think, on Frederick.
Yeah, they were with 5 within a second, so... And Nadim is losing now 2 seconds on Rai.
That's another surprise. See a switch from the Renault boys. At the moment, X-Gamer could be in a good position to take maybe a podium or P4.
And Rai fastest lap, but I see that Mackett is within a second of Nadim.
Yeah, so
5 seconds penalty for Storm. Senna, X-Gamer is now at the inside of Tiana Frederick.
oh, Knick-Knack then had a bit of a shaky turn two. And now Senna retakes his position, but Knick-Knack goes around the outside. Whoa, and Senna almost goes into the wall.
Yeah.
X-Gamer goes up to P4. Whoa! Holy cow!
And look at Mackett. Mackett is coming very close to Nadim. I think Nadim is... So maybe Mackett can win this race now. Because Mackett doesn't have a penalty as well.
Oh, I thought he had one, but if he has got nothing, then I thought you said that he had one.
Oh yes, he just took one up last.
Oh, then that will be good news.
I know X Gamer doesn't have one, so you need to push.
Oh, Nick now goes to the inside, up to P6. This Haas guy has a very, he's come out of nowhere really.
He's very fast.
Obviously, he has a bit of a Fiat restart from Imola. Where he's coming out of nowhere. To the outside he goes, and I see so much moves around the outside today.
Maggot need to find.
Oh, here comes Maggot to P5 from James. But James is taken to the inside again. No, he doesn't do that. Senna goes to the inside of Frederick. Oh, he's in touch with the rear end of Frederick. And now Quentin is looking. And I don't know if you noticed.
3 seconds penalty.
And I don't know if you noticed, but this is the last lap.
Oh yeah.
One thing is for sure, Rai won't win the race, so Maggot will probably win the race if he doesn't get a time penalty.
Quentin has a penalty. And if X Gamer doesn't have his penalty, I think he got P2. But he just picked one up.
Let's see that shortly. Around the final corner, Rai goes from third to one. It's his first race from Speedforce Racing. He will win the race on track, but here we have SF1 Maggot who finished second. Nadim wins! Nadim wins!
Oh, Nadim wins, yes. And look how close it is.
Oh my god, yeah. X Gamer goes to 4th, Frederick 5th, Senna 6th, Sigurd 7th, Cobalt, Cobalt 8th, and we'll see the rest later.
And but the thing is, you see the difference between between X Gamer and Nadim. And last lap, X Gamer picks up a penalty and is now 3.2 seconds behind. So if he didn't pick up his penalty, he was second.
Oh yeah, that's quite unfortunate for him. Senna is the driver of the day. Also the first driver to left the session straight after the race. So two trophies go to him. But there we have the third SAF1 top 3 in a row, with Nadim coming out of winner on penalties.
Look at the difference. Less than a second. No, 1 second and 4.3 seconds, so...
We'll come to that shortly, and if you can invite the top 3 of the SAF1, then I'll go through the results. With a third SAF1 top 3 in a row, and Nadim hasn't got any penalties. I was the only one, so that's why he won the race. So SAF1 Rai will finish in second place with the fastest lap. In third we have SAF1 Maggot, fourth is X Gamer, fifth is Diana Frederick, sixth is Senna Martins, seventh is Sigurd, 8th is Cobalt, 9th is Quentin, 10th is James TLH who gets the final point. Nick got 20 seconds of penalties, but drove absolutely great and stint of the race, and the rest you saw on screen have retired or crashed out of the race or finished outside of the points.
Normally they are all 3 invited, so let's see.
Let's see who's gonna join. Normally they are all joining. So let's go to the showroom with the winning car, which has today been the Williams. Where from the Williams camp we got the news that the team leader has got the COVID-19 virus. So that isn't good news for the team. But luckily they won in GP2, and let's have a wait when one of the drivers are coming into the party.
Let's wait.
it doesn't really look like we are gonna get some podium interviews in, so then we can just talk to each other how the race was. So, how was the race in your opinion?
Yeah, that was a very good race. We saw a lot of duels, but oh, Nadim is joining.
So we got our race winner in. So let's start off with Nadim in the podium interviews.
Wait, I see.
So Nadim, you didn't pit at the end of the race where the safety car was coming in. Were you sure you were going to win on those mediums?
I see that now he is here, I think.
Yes.
Hi Nadim.
Hi guys.
I don't know if you heard Robin's question.
No, I think I just missed it.
Okay. So Robin, maybe you can ask him again.
At the end of the race, when the safety was coming out, were you sure you would get the win on those mediums?
No, to be honest, it was a lot of... I was wondering like if I made the right call, and I thought maybe I could hold out for, but I knew Rail had some penalties, so yeah, I thought if the other guys keeping behind, I thought then I could stretch like a gap, and by the time he catches up to me, then like I would have like a decent gap, but like he got past those guys so quickly. I think he overtook all of us like in the first lap, so yeah, then off when that happened, I was thinking, oh, I made the wrong call, but yeah, somehow managed to just keep that gap just under the 6 seconds, and yeah, got the win. So yeah, delighted with the result.
And with this race win, you have extended your championship lead coming into Japan. That must be a good feeling coming into the next race.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was just trying to not have any incidents, especially with Real and Mecca on the last lap. Like it was just touching goal, but try to give him space and like just keep the championship in mind, because I knew Quentin. I'm not sure what happened to him, but like he was down the order for some reason. So I knew like I just needed to keep it tidy and yeah, score good points. So yeah, happy with the result today.
Yeah, so congratulations with your victory today, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks a lot, Robin.
And
Yes,
then we
and
have Raj, I think, in P2. Wait, look. So Raj, it was your first race for SFR, and you showed quite a lot. So, what do you think of your race?
My race, it was okay. I could have been a little bit more consistent. I'm a bit annoyed about the penalties or the warnings and penalties that I got when I was battling the green, but it is what it is. And but yeah, it was a good race, good start out. I just got podium. Yeah, into the next race.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see what you can do more, because I think you're going to challenge Nadim in the next races.
Yeah, I mean, right, Japan next, right?
Yes.
I mean, Japan is on my side. I mean, like it, nice and flowing as well. So, yeah, it should be interesting. That could be involved. So,
Yeah, you guys are very quick, you four. So, and I know in GP3 there are two very quick boys as well. So, yeah, you have a good group. Okay. And then we have Megan. You also showed quite a pace, and you had a lot of battles today. You were before the pit stop, you were behind them, and then you had a good pit stop, and you could come back to the podium. So, how did you feel about your race? Yeah, you also took up a penalty in the last 2 rounds, so last 2 laps. And I think if you did the penalty, you won. So
It was unfortunate, man.
yeah. Like I say, go for Suzuka, you maybe have another chance. So let's see what you can do.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of my stronger tracks.
Okay. So Robin, if you didn't have any questions, we maybe can quit the stream. Maybe you have some questions.
Yeah, personally I don't have really questions. I only have to say congratulations to the top 3. And yet another SAF1 domination in the results. So will we get the fourth one next week, Jeff?
No, I'm going to say again, the Belgians are going to show something. So let's hope Team Renault can come back. But yeah, maybe these guys are going to show me again 1, 2, 3, 4. So this could be interesting.
Well, some people were scared about the Mercedes top 4, but I'm more scared of the SAF1 top 4. But that's it for GP2 today. Tomorrow you'll have Oliver and me having you in your ears and watching the GP1, and I'll enjoy the race tomorrow, and we'll see you in GP2 next week at Japan. So have a good night and enjoy the rest of your week.
I will say just quickly, if you get you 4 guys get 1, 2, 3, 4, I will do a shoey as well.
Okay. That's promised, Jeff. That's promised.
That's a promise. Yes, I mean, if you get 1, 2, 3, 4,
on video, guys.
I will do it on video. Yes. So let's show me something. Okay, guys. Have a nice evening.